Well, good morning, beautiful people. It's me, Sam, from your friendly neighborhood Dunder Mifflin Paper Company, and I am here with a big review, The Flash, starring Ezra Miller, Michael Keaton, and directed by Andy Muschietti. All right, so let's get right into it. How was Ezra Miller? I thought he was great in the role. Now, everything that's going on in his personal life, I'm not really gonna get into how if it really affected me watching this movie or not. I may get into it a little bit in my spoiler review, but for this video, I'm just gonna say that it didn't bother me while I was watching the movie. That being said, at the end of it, I had this ugly feeling, and I'm just gonna say up front, like usually when it comes to superhero movies, there's like the energy is high. With this movie, although there were a few laughs and the movie was really packed. Um, it just didn't have that high energy that Across the Spider-Verse had. And I felt Across the Spider-Verse dealt with the multiverse 20 times better. And it's unfortunate that The Flash is coming out, just a couple of weeks after that. I talked to my friend who also watched it at a different theater, and he said that although there was a few laughs in his packed theater, the energy just wasn't high. It just wasn't high. And this movie is just fine. It's not great. It's not the great superhero movie that a lot of people were saying it was. It's a fine movie. Once again, Ezra Miller does a great job, but it's really Michael Keaton's movie. He's incredible here. The CGI is terrible, terrible. Easily some of the worst CGI that I've ever seen in a superhero movie. Yeah, I was so surprised how bad it was. Now there are some visually stunning sequences, but that's it. I loved when they introduced Supergirl, but then they just kind of she's there and she's awesome, and then it's uh, immediately becomes underwhelming, and they didn't resolve anything with it. Yeah, now there are some funny scenes scattered throughout. There are some emotional scenes that really tug at my heartstrings. But overall, I like this movie enough. And it's not a bad movie. It's just not a great movie either. And it was surprising the very last scene. I thought that was really cool what they did. But the end credit scene, there is an end credit scene. It's not worth sticking around. It's just whatever. This movie is just fine. It's fine. I'll go into more detail in my spoiler review, but I'm feeling a light to solid 6 out of 10. It's a mild recommendation.